church will be the truth so as a kesi esi e kanyame nko a nke da sori ye ntia sempa e wo Russia Ukraine mampanyini eni na soja for Zelensky eni na soja for akoto drones more than thousands e dia kwakugu Russia presidential palace babia Vladimir Putin otino e hono body drones no ekoguye omoto we ekọ na omoto drones no sa with the mind say o made me a finish Putin na munim say Putin so obi a ye kan technology a omudi hu tintimban enti omo asojafo no ye alert ebo modern etoto drones no bi hyehia omo so omo de no etiti bi ku fam bibiri na abusua de asie no wa wo de fa kwa adwebie mu say eten na Putin de be ye Ukraine for sanse se ohwa na chese Ukraine for no omo mpa peace talk omo mpa asundwi enti na omo pa se omo ye assassination no anti go through no eden ne beto Ukraine for asem.
Breaking news, new reports just into the Situation Room that Russia is accusing Ukraine of attacking one of President Vladimir Putin's residences overnight. It's a claim that the Ukrainian President Zelensky strongly denies. CNN senior international correspondent Fred Pleitner is joining us right now. Fred, you spent a lot of time reporting from Moscow. What do you make of this accusation?
Yeah, it came from the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, Wolf, I would say about an hour, maybe more ago. And this was a press conference from Sergei Lavrov with some audio attacking a residence of Vladimir Putin in the Novgorod region, which is fairly close to Moscow. Now, the Russians are saying that 91 UAVs, drones, were used in this attack, that these drones were shot down, and that there are no reports of casualties. Now, the Russians, of course, irate about all of this. Sergei Lavrov, the Russian foreign minister, Wolf, coming out and saying that the Russians are going to have to rethink their negotiating position, accusing the Ukrainians of terrorism. And the Ukrainians themselves, by the way, also very quick to react to all of this. In fact, Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, denying that the Ukrainians attacked this residence, claiming that the Russians are trying to stoke discord between the United States and Ukraine, of course, right after that very important meeting took place between Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky and President Donald Trump in Mar-a-Lago yesterday. So the Ukrainians unequivocally saying that they did not attack Vladimir Putin's residence, whereas the Russians are saying that this did happen, that they are going to rethink their negotiating position vis-a-vis the Ukrainians and trying to end the conflict in Ukraine because of this attack, Wolf.
So are they any closer at all right now to a deal to end this war?
Well, we just heard a couple of minutes ago, Wolf, that apparently President Trump just finished a phone call with Russian leader Vladimir Putin. We are still waiting to get some sort of readout from that, from the Russian side and from the U.S. side as well. One of the senior envoys of the Russians, Kirill Dmitriev, called these talks vital for peace, but it's unclear how much closer the sides really are to reaching some sort of agreement. One of the things that Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, said is he said that more than 90% of the sticking points, he believes, have been sorted out, but that there are still two key issues that have not been sorted out. One of them is the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, one of the biggest power plants, nuclear power plants in the world, currently held by Russia, but the Ukrainians obviously saying that this is their power plant, and what to do with that is still being sorted out. But the main issue remains the issue of territories, and if and what territories the Ukrainians would have to cede to the Russians as part of any peace agreement. Volodymyr Zelensky, Ukraine's president, saying a referendum would be necessary in order